What's up guys, and it's Matt. This is the Facebook ad strategy for 2019. Hold on tight, this is one of my most recommended videos every year. Every time it comes to November, people are like, Matt, what's gonna happen next year? Okay, if you don't know who I am, my name's Matt Ganzak. I spend an inordinate amount of money in advertising, and I wanna tell you exactly what you should be focusing on, whether you're just getting started with advertising in Facebook ads, or you're already spending hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in advertising, trying to get a leg up on the competition. My goal for you is to have a clear game plan on what you should be doing, what you should focus on, and I have 10 ideas that you should be thinking about in your advertising. So get out a piece of paper and start checking off some of these ideas to say, already doing it, or hey, that's a great idea, let's get something like that online. Another thing, there's a link below this video. I built a software platform called My Credits. In this software platform, I pay you to watch my videos. Yes, I do. I pay my viewers to watch my video content. I pay you to learn. So if you want to grab that, all you do is click sign up below. You can sign up, download the browser extension. It's going to track you watching my videos, and then it's going to pay you for watching, right? Pay you for your time. So it's a cool platform that I built, cool software platform, and I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys so much. I would rather pay you guys for watching instead of me paying Google and paying Facebook. Without further ado, I want to get started in here. So, number one, the first thing you need to be doing, and I'll create a list here. What we'll do is I'll create a list, we'll go through the list, and then I'm gonna draw out some campaigns, and you can follow along and learn from this. First thing you need to be using is chat bots. Chat bots. The reason for this is the open rates and the click-through rates are far beyond email marketing. Like, people are engaging with this like incredibly insane. And maybe I'll do a video and a video course just on chatbots alone. But for right now, just know chatbots is something that you should be implementing in your business. My favorite platform is MiniChat. It just works really well for me, so I go with MiniChat as my solution. So use chatbots, use them in your campaigns, run some ads to them, create some hyperlinks, embed some of the pop-ups and different widgets on your website or on your blog, and just re-engage people using the chatbot. It's absolutely amazing. Be sure though, when you send something out via chatbot, make sure it's valuable. Don't send anything that's like promotional. Make everything value, 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 value. Push out all the value with your chatbot because you want to keep those open rates high. Next thing you should be focused on is creating a Facebook group. And I know that I'm talking about Facebook ads, but one of the most important ways that you can build your Facebook ads is to have a Facebook group that's growing. So I'm going to do two things in this video with you today. One, I'm going to give you a plan on how to build a Facebook group. And then two, I'm going to give you a way on how to use your Facebook group inside of your advertising to warm people up and get all sorts of great engagement and activity. Next, what you should be doing, like I just said, is dumping leads into your group and into MiniChat. I'll just say MC MiniChat, into your chatbot. You should be using ads to add people into your chatbot and into your group. So what I'm going to do after we're done here, I'm going to erase this and I'm going to draw out a quick campaign to show you exactly how that should be done. So be sure to stay to the end and get that because it's absolutely incredible. Next thing you should be working on is retargeting. So I'll say RT for retargeting smartly. I know I should write intelligently, but just smartly. And that's because the advertising costs, I got some notes over here, so that's what I'm reading. The advertising costs are going up, guys. So as the ad costs go up, we need to make sure that we are retargeting intelligently. So we're targeting people the right way. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out a campaign on the whiteboard and you're going to be able to follow along. But I just want to hit these high-level points so you guys can write these down as a checklist so you can follow along. Next, targeting is getting harder. Targeting is harder. This is with the whole issue that happened this year in 2018. The big issue in terms of Facebook buying third-party data and then serving it up through the platform and monetizing third-party data through the ads platform. It was fantastic because I was able to run ads and I could target based upon that third-party data. I'm like, I have absolutely no idea how Facebook, gains this information. I just assumed that, they were figured out some sort of algorithm to figure you out. No, what they were doing is they were buying data from somebody, importing it into the Facebook ads platform, and then letting you target based upon those data sets. So it was like credit card data and financial data and all sorts of other data parts that were out there that were synced to your record. Then it was allowing Facebook to target you based upon that advertising and allowing advertisers through Facebook to target you based upon that advertising. All that data is gone now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, the next couple of things I'm going to give you are ways that you can get around that to still target people based upon some of the demographics you're looking at that are no longer existing, right? So number 5 is really important. And one of the things you can do is use YouTube and Google. And I'll get to that in a second. Use YouTube and Google. So it's really important to use other platforms to target. So as part of that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the videos, but I'll talk about this a little bit. What you can do here is you can target people based upon keywords. So if you use Google, if you use Google AdWords, you can target what people are searching for via keywords, send them to a page, and then retarget them with the Facebook pixel. So again, I'll draw this out because it might be easier for you guys to see it. So we'll go through that. Next is something somewhat similar to that. We're going to use LinkedIn to target to group. So we're going to use LinkedIn. See, my dog even loves it. So we're going to use LinkedIn to target to your pages, right? Not your group, your pages. So we're going to use LinkedIn to target to your pages. So again, we're going to set up a pixel, and then what we're going to do is retarget them back into the ads platform based upon targeting people through LinkedIn. So we can target based upon some of those data sets that still exist in LinkedIn, but might not exist in Facebook anymore. We can target them in LinkedIn and then push them to a page and then grab their information, retarget them from there using your ads. Next, you'll put up videos in your group and retarget with Facebook ads. So we'll just say Facebook ads. That's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll explain it in a second when we draw out the campaigns and so forth. And then same way, use Instagram and retarget. This is all the stuff I'm doing right now, guys. It's absolutely crushing. So definitely pay attention. So you can use Instagram for growth and promotions and then retarget to them. And then 9, lean heavier on video. So use video ads more. And number 10, you guys following? You can still see down here, right? No, maybe I'm below the board. Yeah, I'll write up there, but yeah, you can see right there. And then number 10 is make sure, absolutely make sure that you're using the Facebook platform with all of the targeting functionality. So number 10 is dig into the engagement retargeting inside of Facebook, because there's so much there. You have to find what is working on your page and then retarget them. And I feel like so many of you watch these videos, so many of you get these great ideas and then you don't execute. So the reason why I want to erase all this, you guys can, grab it and then grab a picture of it. I think you can see everything. But the thing that frustrates me the most is when you guys don't execute on any of these concepts, any of these ideas. You guys should be executing on these concepts. And it's so easy just to open Facebook and just post an ad or just hit the boost button or whatever. Don't use the boost button because you really can't target your audience. You really can't target the people you're looking for. The most important thing is to create your ad campaigns, put them online, and be smart and be calculated with it, right? So let me take you through building a Facebook ad campaign. And everything that I do starts with a stick figure. And the stick figure, the reason for building your stick figure is this is your best customer. So we'll just say best customer. Guys, you really have to think more and more and more about your best customer because the ads platform is getting more difficult to target people. The ads platform is getting more expensive and all the ad costs are going up. So a couple years ago in 2015, when I would run ads for myself, sending people to one of my pages or one of my landing pages, my cost per lead was $1 or $2, like $1 to $2. Now that same lead is like $5. And I'm hearing that across the board. That's not just me. Like I'm talking to all the other, like I got most of their books all right here. Some of the best marketers in the world, they're saying $5 to $6 as well. Getting somebody to go through your entire process, put a credit card on file, we're talking about $30, $40, $50, or booking a follow-up call or whatever it is, whatever that next action is. We're gonna talk about actions first, then we're gonna talk about how to put this together. So I'm talking to all these people and we're all saying like, costs are going up. Why are costs going up? Because there's not more eyeballs coming onto the platform. There's more advertisers coming into the platform with more money. And we're driving up the cost with the more people who come online. So I've had, 200,000 people watch my videos, watch my YouTube videos and so forth. So 200,000 people watching Facebook video training, that could be 200,000 more people advertising and boosting their ads on the Facebook ads platform. I'm just one person. There are millions of other people out there that are boosting and growing their advertising inside of their Facebook ads manager. The more money that's spent in Facebook ads manager, the more money everyone is going to end up spending. So therefore, you need to target more on your best customer. Understand what their interests are, understand all their breakdown, and I always draw these 3 circles. And it's so important to understand the 3 circles because the first one is their demographic. That's where they live, that's how old they are, what language they speak, any demographic about them, type of job they have and so forth. And then what we want is interests. So we target one of their interest groups and then I do a refiner for the interest group. So some interest groups that you could target, one of them could be, that they like a certain book, right? So I have some books on my shelf here. Let's see if I can pick one out real quick that's fairly popular. Damon John's book. All right, so Damon John, you can target Damon John in Facebook, right? So if you say anyone that follows Damon John on Facebook or Shark Tank or Mark Cuban or any of those guys, I think Damon actually signed it for me, so I'm pretty stoked. But if you target any of those people, right? You target any of those people that are Shark Tank watchers or so forth, and you say if they watch Shark Tank, they're going to be interested in what I have to say. That would be one interest, Damon John or Shark Tank or whatever. The secondary interest is the refiner interest. So what you could do is you could say anyone that follows, say, Shark Tank that lives in, LA, who is identified as an entrepreneur and also is a Facebook business page admin. So they're an admin of a business page, meaning they're running a business page. Then I'm hitting that target right there. I've defined that, this person living in LA and being interested in Shark Tank, also an entrepreneur and so forth. So that tells me they're a big thinker, right? So that identifies big thinker to me. That says that they're an entrepreneur, they're working on a business, and they physically have a Facebook business page. Because that's important to me, because how am I going to help people with Facebook ads if they don't have a business page? And the reason why I would say my best customer is in LA or New York or whatever, it's because people that live in LA think differently than somebody that is a soccer mom that lives in Indiana, right? That person thinks differently. So my ad copy, so now we define who this person is. This is one ad set, right? So I define this person as an ad set, and then I create a couple of ads. So ad number 1 would be trying to target this person, and ad number 2 and number 3, number 4. And what I want to do first is I want to define, this is my landing page. I want to identify which of these ads works best. So my control is my landing page, my control is my ad set, and my person. I don't change any of this. I just change out the ads. What I'll do is I'll spend, say, $100 to this one, $100 to this one, let's see, 100 to this one, 100 to this one. I'll figure out which one works the best. I'll, X out the rest of them. So let's say those didn't work, and then I'll keep testing. Either I'll retest ads, or then I'll start retesting landing page. So once I start retesting a landing page, then I'll take them from here and there, and then these are gone because these aren't working anymore, and then I'll start testing landing pages. So I'll say landing page 1, landing page 1, landing page 2, and then I'll start figuring out which of those works better. And then I'll just keep going forward. And then I'll change out, do another ad set, change this out, change up some ads, keep targeting, keep going down the road. And that's how my advertising works. And then I pixel, retarget, and then do all those things. So the first thing that you really need to focus on is the person. And the purpose for that is that, these people are harder to target. These people are more expensive to target. Where before, when I ran my ads, I was getting 5-cent clicks. I was getting, really, really cheap clicks. US English speaking entrepreneurs. I was getting 5-cent clicks when I launched my book. That's why I sold so many copies of them, because I was getting 5-cent clicks. I mean, you can trip and fall over sales at 5-cent clicks. Now, if I run those exact same ads, I actually turned the ads back on just to see what would happen. I was getting like 80-cent clicks. And I'm like, wow, I went from 5 cents to 80 cents trying to get the same click. And that's considerably more expensive. So if my landing page, if things are performing at that much higher of an ad spend, now my cost per book sale went from whatever it was before, like $5 or $7 per book sale. Now it's up to $30. Now it's up to $50, right? That's not good. That's difficult. That's why you need to focus on the best customer, and you just can't throw it up against the wall and just see what sticks, right? You have to get a lot more refined in your targeting and get smarter in how you're targeting these people and smarter in your ads. Okay, so what we were talking about is MiniChat. Great ways to use MiniChat is to spread out where people are seeing your ads. So let's say, you do an ad URL, and then let's say you put one on your website, like a website growth tool. So that could be a widget. Then you can do any of the other campaigns like a top banner or a special, we'll just say special promotion, like do a giveaway or something like that. Special promotion or something to grow. And then what you'll do is you'll send them into a sequence. And inside this sequence, you want them to take a variety of different actions. So one action could be, adding to your Facebook group. So we were talking about groups, right? Hey, come and join our Facebook group. There's a bunch of people that are just like you. So this would be, say, a welcome sequence that runs one time. So create this welcome sequence and then push out to say, hey, come and join our Facebook group, right? One action per message. And then wait some time. So let's say this is, instant, right? Hey, we're doing some awesome stuff. Come join us in the group. Group's so important because inside the group, there's still organic engagement on the Facebook ads platform or on the Facebook platform alone. So you definitely want to engage inside of your group, which is so very important. Next thing you can do is give them like a secondary value offer. So give them some value, whether it's seeing a video or, a discount or whatever that might be. Like first time buyer, like I saw this and you might be interested in it. And then next, start taking them and you could say this is like, day 2, for example, and then you could say this is day 3. Start leading them, lead towards your big sale or whatever that sale is going to be. So don't hit them with the sale right away. Hit them with some value right away, and they're absolutely going to love it. And then you can hit them with a lead towards a sale, whether that's getting on booking a call, whether that's some sort of assessment or whatever it is, whatever starts leading your path down to create that engagement. That's fantastic. And then what you do is you have your pages out here. So you have your landing pages. So here's an LP here. So that would be a landing page or a video page or whatever it is. And then you retarget. So you put that pixel on here and then you retarget them with ads. So then they can see your offer for whatever it is, free shipping or free offer or free this or whatever it is. And then from here, you start taking them into your process. So here's conversion, your next conversion, and then you take them down funnel. Again, all this is retargeted back to take that action. Okay, so now that you understand kind of how I set things up inside of MiniChat, giving you some idea, like I pump all these growth, so this is all growth, and I pump all this into a welcome sequence, and then all my sequences are built out from there, and then they all go through like, hey, get into my Facebook group, check out my podcast, watch this video, I made it for you. Do this, do that, like here's some value. This is gonna add value to your life. As long as all these things do add value, people are going to move to a conversion and move to a sale. Because again, you're focused on the person, you're focused on taking them down funnel. Like for example, I can help basically anyone with Facebook ads. But if I say this person who I wanna help is a startup, right? Or is a business coach or something like that, and I wanna help you with your business, all of my videos and all of my engagement speak directly to that person. So it's not just like, hey, I don't care if you own a restaurant, if you own a tanning salon, if you own a yoga studio, if you own a, whatever, if you're selling markers, if you're selling erasers, if you're selling cameras, come one, come all, I can help all of you. I don't do that. You want to focus into the person and then have all of your messaging tailored down to that person and down to their needs. Next thing we were going to talk about was the conversion timeline, right? So what you need to do is you need to set up your, let's say, conversion timeline, and you need to set some metrics and understand your metrics. So the metrics that you need to understand is, we'll start out here a little bit further, say cost per click, CPC. You need to know what your CPC is. So what is your CPC? The next thing you need to know is your cost per, we'll say CPL, cost per lead. How much are you spending per lead? So to get somebody onto your list, whether that's your chatbot or whether that's your email or phone, whatever it is, I think chatbot, email. And then from there, cost per next action. So we'll say CPA. What is your cost per next action? How much is that? What is that? That could be, getting on the phone. So phone call. That could be a low ticket offer. That could be watching a webinar or presentation. Webinar or presentation. Whatever it is. It could be an assessment. But you have to know this number. You have to know what that next action is. Next thing is cost per sale. So what is your cost per sale? And that is some of your higher ticket and so forth. And then what you need to do is create all of this to understand the source of the lead. So of lead. And then what you need to understand next is the retargeting of lead and the timeline of lead to sale. Once you know these metrics, in terms of each one of these, the source of the lead, where did it originate from? The retargeting of the lead, how did you retarget them down funnel? What did they see? What did they engage with? Their timeline of lead to sale. Once you understand all this stuff, and you can use software to track most of this, and then you can track your campaigns and track how people come through and what their path is to create a sale. Once you can do that, you can jack up your numbers and spend more money up here. So how much money goes in, we'll just say this is the front end, how much goes in, and then how much each thing costs as it goes down. So like I was saying, my cost per click now is somewhere less than, my objective is less than, say 60 cents for my click. That's a link click, not just a click on my profile, that's a link click. My cost per lead, I want it under $5. I want my lead under $5 for every campaign that I do. I try to target under $5. My cost per next action, I want under $35. Because if I can get somebody on the phone with me for $35, that's awesome. We have a campaign running for a medical spa that does IV hydration, where people are walking in the door at $35 and getting a needle put in their arm. So, I mean, that's fairly invasive as compared to a phone call for an assessment of something you're interested in, right? So don't say that, hey, what you're doing is not possible. We're sending people in the door to get a needle stuck in their arm to get IV hydration for $35 in ad spend. So, guys, like, you can do it. Like, literally, you can get people on the phone for $35 per. And then from there, you know, we create a higher ticket sale or whatever that might be at a higher rate, so 500 or so, to get that higher ticket sale. But, you know, if you're out selling something that's 5,000, 10,000, if that's what, you know, sort of profit you're seeing, you'd say, hey, I'd spend this all day, right? But that's because I know my numbers. And I can say for $500, I can sell somebody the lifetime value of that customer. It's going to end up being $10,000, $15,000 to me. So I'm willing to spend whatever this is up front in order to create these customers and go down funnel. But as long as these numbers hold true, as long as I'm getting people less than $5, as long as they're taking this next action for less than $35, and as long as the highest ticket is only costing me about $500 per sale, I'm at a really happy place in my business. So that just gives you some ideas of the conversions and the conversions down funnel, so we know what it is that we're talking about. All right, so we were talking about campaigns, and we were talking about how to create some of these actions in the timeline and use other platforms to generate this. So let's talk about this. So what I'll do is I'll go into, say, LinkedIn, for example, and I can target based upon people's job titles and other, you know, demographics about them and their connections and so forth, right? And then I can target them and hit them with a message. So I hit them with a LinkedIn, so we'll just say LI message. And usually I have a virtual assistant do all this stuff for me. So I'm not in there physically doing this stuff myself. I just go to Upwork, hire people, and give them exactly what it is I want them to say, exactly who it is that I want them to target, and then I will get them to send out a message. And it's not that generic crap that you guys are seeing, like, you know, hey, I'll help you with your ads or whatever. Like, we're really helping people here, guys. Like, it's like, hey, you know, we noticed that you're a coach. Will you spend 10 minutes and just talk to us to see what it is that we can do to help you? We've created, you know, 3 software platforms that help coaches, and we've also done X, Y, and Z to help coaches. We want to create a win-win scenario. Let us help you, and let's just have a 10-minute conversation, right? So in order to book that conversation, we send them to, so we drop the message goes out, right? So just one message will go out, and then that message sends them to a page to learn more. So we have like a video and then booking, right? Like, hey, it's just 10 minutes of your time. You know, Matt charges $1,500 per hour to get on the phone with them. So you can hop on the phone. We're going to give you free 10 minutes, and it's absolutely going to blow your mind. If you don't know who Matt is, here's some links to articles, and, you know, you can read a little bit about him, and he'll jump on the phone and chat with you for a few minutes, because we have a win-win here. We have a win-win that we can create. So we drop a message that's absolutely helpful, but what we do is we retarget this. So I have a pixel that retargets them. So if they hit this page, what happens now is I start a Facebook ad campaign, and then I know that they are a coach, and I know that they are interested in, you know, whatever service we're providing, or whatever software we're selling or whatever it is, right? And so then I target that person with value. And then I will give them a video, and this is 100% value. This is for the people who didn't take action, right? So if they don't take action, I have, say, a 3-day window. If they don't take action, what I'll do is I'll come down here and I'll say, or if they don't take action, they'll see this. If they do take action, I'll say, awesome, look forward to our call. Trust me, guys, your customers are gonna love this. Your customers are gonna love these little things, these little touches. And you can run this in Facebook or Instagram, whatever, you can run it in either or. And your customers are gonna love this. They're gonna love this little touch point. They're gonna love that, special little energy. Like, hey, before our call, like what I want you to do is just go check this out or hop into our Facebook group or do something. Give them some sort of action. Give them something here of value, and they're gonna love it. When they get on the phone, that's gonna be the first thing they talk about. It's not gonna be getting on the phone and saying something like, I just don't understand why you're, messaging people on LinkedIn, right? They're not going to be like that. They're going to be like, wow, Matt, like I saw that video and that was awesome. Like how'd you do that? Can you help me do that? And then we spend our time talking about them and talking about how to grow their audience and how to grow their world and how to get them to, share that message out there in the world, share their passions with the world. That's what I'm passionate about. And that's why I do stuff like this. So that's one retargeting strategy based upon LinkedIn, right? And then what we'll do is we'll send people into the group. So that's another thing. So we'll send them into the group. So let's say they're in my Facebook group. And then what I do is I put videos from my business page into my Facebook group. And the reason for that is I can target that video inside of the group. And then again, I can send them down to a message or a video that speaks to them in regards to that. So I know if they watch, say, 50% of this video in the group, that it's explaining everything that we do. If they watch 50% or more, they're going to be interested in one of the things I'm talking about. So all I have to do is send them to here and then say, hey, book a call. So get on the phone. And then same thing, I can do this same retargeting because it's just this booking link retargeted, and then they'll see this stuff, right? Because it's this booking link and then they'll go through. Because I know if they're a coach, I send them to there. If they're this, I send them to there. Because again, when I draw out that stick figure over here, I know all of my customers. All my customers are segmented into ad sets. All my customers see ads based upon what I know they're interested in. I know their frustrations. I know their problems. I know those things, because I know them so deeply that I know my customers, so I know how to help them and I know what they're looking for, so I'm able to put that message in front of them. They're like, holy crap, that's incredible, right? And then we get on the phone and we talk about it. So that's a little bit of it. I didn't want to go too much in depth into this campaign or the LinkedIn campaign, for example, but let's take it a step further. So let me erase, actually, I can leave all this up because this you can build this and then you could just change the front end. So let me just leave all this up. So all this can stay up. Let's just change the front end real quick and just talk about what the front end looks like. So I can do YouTube, and YouTube, I can target to people who are watching specific videos. So if I identify that my best customer is watching this specific video, I can send them to a video to watch mine, right? And then I can retarget them or get them to click over to this ad, retarget them with Facebook ads, and then take them through Facebook ads here. So I could use YouTube to generate the interest in the click, understanding I can get highly targeted. Again, we're going back to why it's so complicated to target people, because of the third-party targeting in Facebook is now gone. So how do we target those same people? I'll use other platforms like YouTube. People that watch specific videos, and then what I'll do is I'll target them with a video. So I don't care what it is you're selling. I mean, you can do like the most granular thing, like, somebody that's watching a bar equipment tutorial video. I don't know, guys. Like, you can literally find videos of providers that are like VCR manufacturers or whatever, if somebody's still using a VCR. But my point is, you can get so granular to find things that people would be watching, and the only person who would watch that video would be somebody who would be highly likely to buy your product or buy your program or whatever it is that you're selling. Boom, guys, you got an opportunity because you generate that based upon some high value targeting. Next is Google AdWords. Now, the reason why I like Google AdWords is because I can target keywords that people are searching for. Searched for. And then I can do negative keywords that they're not searching for, which are important. You know, for example, if you know, somebody's looking for, we ran a bunch of advertising campaigns for folks on broken iPhone screens, right? So if somebody was searching for how to fix my broken iPhone screen from home, that's not necessarily a keyword we're looking for. We're looking for people that are specifically searching for iPhone repair in a specific city around the area of which we are doing iPhone repair. And we're looking for somebody that is trying to fix their phone and have somebody else do it, and they want to pay for it. So you can target based upon those keywords. Then again, you send them to a landing page here, right? And then we can retarget them with Facebook ads based upon what action they take or what action they don't take. So for example, you could send them down here to a referral campaign. You could send them to anything like, hey, refer a friend and take $5 off your order, or whatever it is. Like, you can retarget into here to maximize what that advertising was up front here. So I mentioned that we would do YouTube and AdWords, and how I target people, get them into a page that has a pixel, and then I target them based upon that. And the most important thing here, guys, is understanding where your customers are, understanding where they are in the world, how you can get them to your site, then how you can retarget them to say, if they have been to this page, but they have not taken this action, then show them this ad, right? That's the logic. If they've been to this page, right? That's the include. If they've been to this page, but they haven't done this, which could be the thank you page or whatever down here. If they haven't done this, then show them this. If you guys set these things up and set up these retargeting campaigns like we've been talking about, you guys will crush it with your ads for 2019. So think about where you're gonna find the people. Just to recap, let me get my notepad here. Think about where you're gonna find the people. Get them into your chatbot. Get them into your MiniChat or ChatFuel or whatever one you're using. Get them into your Facebook group. And the reason for this is you're gonna be able to re-engage those people later where email is not working like it used to. Email, it just doesn't work like it used to. The chatbot and Facebook groups are what you should be focused on in 2019. Get these people engaged, get them taking action, get them taking that next step. Next is focus on the retargeting of your pages. Understand what your steps are. Remember when we built out the steps? Cost per click, cost per lead, cost per action, cost per sale. Understand what your numbers are in those steps, and then build out your retargeting campaigns to drive back towards that action as people go down your sequence. And then use videos and use Instagram, use Google, use YouTube, use everything that's in your power to drive people into your page, whether it's a blog post or whatever it is. Drive them into your page and then grab them in Facebook, because still, Facebook is the most cost-effective retargeting tool there is right now. Facebook is the most cost-effective retargeting tool that there is right now. Use it. Absolutely use Facebook to drive people in, but you have to originate the traffic. You have to originate the cold traffic, get them in, and then take them down funnel. I don't care what you're selling. You're selling bikinis, you're selling chairs, you're selling gold skulls, whatever it is you're selling. We buy a lot of stuff here. So a lot of toys around here. So yeah, take people down. If you guys like this, you guys want more content, you want more training from me, jump into Scale Up Academy, scaleupacademy.com. Jump in there, because you guys are gonna make so much money. You guys will make so much money when you come and start marketing like I do. When you get inside of my brain, when you understand how I do SEO, how I do Instagram, how I do Facebook ads in depth, how I do chatbots, how I do each one of these steps, how I get more conversions, how I do everything inside of my marketing brain that's been building for the last 15 years. Every single thing that I do, I want you guys to have it. That's all inside Scale Up Academy. So that's all less than, right now we're running a promotion today and it's going on right now. It's less than $1,000 per year and you can get into Scale Up Academy. And I guarantee you we're gonna help you save money and we're gonna help you make money. So jump into scaleupacademy.com, jump on in there and we are going to change your business and change your life forever. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this. Be sure to post your questions below. I'll be sure to answer them. And yeah, hopefully you guys downloaded my credits. If you downloaded my credits, you guys can watch, like, just go on a tear, watch more videos, learn more stuff, and I will pay you for your time inside of my credits. So that's my platform. That's why I built it, is I value you guys, I value your time, and I want to pay you. I don't want to pay Google and I don't want to pay Facebook for retargeting you. So that's why I built my credits. If you guys want to check out my credits, you can go to mycredits.io and you can see if we've launched yet, which it's not currently for sale at this very moment, but sometime in the next month or so, it will be for sale. So you can go there and check that out. Or you can just comment below and I'll let you know when it's for sale. Guys, have an awesome, awesome 2019. I want to see some of your results. People come into our group and they post up some of the results they're seeing, guys. Absolutely incredible. I thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, just keep watching more videos and take action. It's the action that's going to make the results in your business. It's not the video that you watch. Take some action. All right, guys. See you.